everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn. I'm glad you're joining me today. Thanks for letting me in your home for just a little bit. So I've kind of put the cart before the horse, as they say, and let me explain. So I went to Grocery Outlet today. So you have to understand what's happening right now. Somebody is having a birthday very soon. And so my husband and I always like to do we call it a birthday week. You have your birthday, but you have a few days before, a few days after. That week, we always like to, we did this with our kids. You know, you have your birthday cake one day, maybe you go out to dinner another day, you go on a day trip somewhere. And now that my husband and I, the kids are grown, we really try and make things special for each other. And I am super practical. Like, we're talking practical. I don't want fancy jewelry. I want pots and pans. That's just me. So when my husband said, where would you like to go? He mentioned Cracker Barrel, and we don't go there often. And he said, maybe walk around and you can get something from Cracker Barrel, which I did. And I need to, I don't know where we put it. It might still be in the car, but I'll show you. If it's not on this video, I'll show you on another video. So we went and we had breakfast there, you know, keep the budget down, but we had a great breakfast and we had that for lunch. And then I wanted to hit, there's a huge thrift store out near this Cracker Barrel. It's about 45 minutes from us. And we've never been to this thrift store. It was probably the size of Walmart, if not bigger, like a jumbo size Walmart. It was a huge thrift store. Prices were a tad expensive. Then right next to the thrift shop is the one place I really wanted to go outside of thrifting, was a Grocery Outlet. And it's a brand new one that was put up maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years at the most. But, you know, within the last 18 months, let's say. And then, of course, there's a Dollar Tree right next to it. You know, my place, Dollar Tree and thrift stores. And you got a Grocery Outlet right in the middle. What a great, for me, birthday extravaganza. So we'll talk about the thrift shop on another video. And Dollar Tree, you know, was it great? No, it was pretty empty, pretty dumpy, and it was quite an experience going in there. But I did hit the Grocery Outlet, and can you save money at Grocery Outlet? So I think you can save money at a Grocery Outlet, any discount grocery store, but you must know your prices. For example, last week I got chicken thighs at 99 cents a pound. The Grocery Outlet, it was $1.49 a pound. Now, at $1.49 a pound, that's still pretty good compared to, you know, the normal grocery store prices, but I opted out. But I did pick up a few things. I'm going to show you some of the things just to give you an idea. I don't know if all of you have discount grocery stores. New Jersey is not big. I think the only thing that I know of in New Jersey is discount Grocery Outlet. I think that's the only discounted grocery store. I have to travel to the next state, Pennsylvania, and upper state New York. I know we've been up that way visiting friends, and there's I don't know what they call them. Do you remember, Graham, what they called it where we went to? Oh, there's a name for it. I can't think of it. Where we got all those groceries really cheap. I can't think of the name of it, but they have these really cool places that we just don't have around here. But I did get some pumpkin spice Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Now, some of these things, these are not expired, but they are maybe out of season, or they're oddball flavors and whatever. But these were $4.99 for 10, and I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I picked those up. These fig bars. I love these. I get these at the Dollar General, and for one box of 6, it's $3.50. And this was a box of 12. So that would be what, $7? And this was 7 and change. So did I save any money? Not really, but it was a nice large box, and that's why I got it, because I do like these. So for Gavin, I picked up these. They were 2 for $5, $2.50 each, which is pretty good. Normally, I think they're like anywhere from $2.79 to $3.49. So 2 for $5. I picked those up so he would have something to munch on over the next little bit. Okay, I did pick up the IHOP. This to me is very similar to Maxwell House, and this was $7.99 for 22. So that's a pretty good deal. And we have a lot of flavored coffees left from Christmas time. And like I just got the pumpkin spice, but we need some just plain simple flavors. And we have quite enjoyed this, so I picked that up. I picked this up. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube use the Kinders. I've never used the Kinder spices or seasonings. This was Butcher's All-Purpose. They had quite a few. One was dried onion, but it was like a powder, and they had some other ones that I wasn't sure of the flavor, but I figured Butcher's All-Purpose sounded like something I could use on meats. So this was $4.99, and I just wanted to pick up one to see what that was like. So that was more of a, let me try it out kind of thing. Pick this up, and it says dairy-free, gluten-free, and it's the white cheddar. And I don't need this. No one in my family needs this. But I have a coworker that once in a while will do, like everybody does, a potluck, and we bring it into lunch. And these I know are very expensive. This was $1.49. So I thought I'd pick it up just to have as a stash. Or if I have the girls over for dinner, I have something that I can serve somebody that's dairy and gluten-free. So I got a 2-pack of the Grand's biscuits. We use these quite often. I use these for sandwich, I make breakfast sandwiches, biscuits and gravy, as a side dish, for certain meals, little pizzas. I use these as dumplings if I'm doing like a chicken and a dumpling. And 2 for $6 at Dollar General is probably the best I've seen. This was $1.99 for 2. So that makes it $1 each. So that's a really good deal. I have 2 of these. I don't normally get this, but it was $1.99, fully cooked hickory smoked Jimmy Dean bacon. So I thought, you know what? It's fully cooked. I don't have to cook it. It says refrigerate after opening. It is shelf stable. And I just thought that might be nice to have as an alternative shelf stable meat that I can pull from if I want to make bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches, add it to an omelet, do any kind of a breakfast sandwich, things like that. So I don't know. I've had them before. I've tasted them before. These are good until April 25th, 2024. Let me know your experience with these. Do you like them? Are they worth getting? They were $1.99. I don't know expiration wise. Like, is this something you would really need to use by the Best By date? If not, how long would you suggest you can keep it? I don't know. I've not used a product like this, so I don't know enough about it. If any of you have experience, I'd love to hear from you and learn from you. Got bananas. Was it a great deal? No, it was 52 cents a pound. That's probably an average price, but we didn't have any, and they were nice and green, so I thought they'll last for a few days, which is good, before they start getting ripe, and then whatever's left over. I have tried a brand new recipe to me of banana bread, and it has sour cream in it. And I have to tell you, it was probably the best banana bread yet that I've tried to make. So I'll be using some of these for that banana bread. I picked these up. They were $1.49, and they were 3 shallots in a little bag. I have been having trouble eating onions lately. I don't know, yellow onions have just been wreaking havoc on my stomach. And I usually, like a raw red onion, I seem okay with. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I've not been one to have problems with that before, but all of a sudden onions, like I can use dried onions, dehydrated onions, not a problem, but whether the yellow onions are raw or they are sauteed, they're starting to bother me. And I know shallots are a milder onion, so I'm going to try these and see if I'm okay with that. Okay, the other thing I picked up, I love this particular brand of pancake mix, the Birch Benders. And it's pancake and waffle mix, which is what I need because I do more waffles than I do pancakes. It's organic. You just add water. And this one I love. I cannot find this in my area other than the gluten-free one. And I saw this. It was $9.99. This will last us a long time. So I picked it up. I'm almost out of pancake mix. I haven't really... Bisquick, like Jiffy, pancake mix, things like that. The baking mix. We've made pancakes with that. I'm not a big one for those style pancakes. We've done the German pancakes. I've really not ventured into homemade pancakes. I like the convenience of this. This is our, like, my day off. I usually try and make waffles and bacon one of the days that I have off. So I picked that up, $9.99. Another thing that I picked up, and I want to try this. I had got this one other time, and to be honest with you, it was in the house. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I passed it on. I can't find it. It was a while ago. But it's sauce blends for cheese. And it would be like if you were to get the Kraft macaroni and cheese, you would use this the same way. It's the powder, and you add your milk and your butter. Then I picked up date syrup. No sugar, 100% dates, gluten-free, vegan, and a whole bunch of other things. I have never, ever used a date syrup. I had never heard of date syrup until I watched Farmhouse on Boom, and she keeps talking about, I think it's the date lady. So I'm looking for some advice here. What would you use date syrup for? She seems to add it to a lot of recipes. It's just sort of an unknown area for me, but for $1.50, I picked this up. I want to try it out. I did go to Trader Joe's the other night, and I did get some date syrup there, which was more, but I figured if it's good, it's healthy, I'm going to start using it. I'm going to have to start looking up recipes and doing a little Google research on this. But if anybody has any suggestions for me, how to use it, what to use it for, I'd love to hear from you. I have a few things that came from the freezer refrigerator section. The Land O'Lakes butter balls, they were $1.99. I don't know. Like, is this really worth it? Probably not. But it just, I've seen other people haul these. They just look like fun. Sometimes you ever just do that? You get something like, I wouldn't say it's a treat, but it's just something like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. So that's what it is. Little butter balls. That's all it is. Frozen corn. They were $1.29 each. So that's not a wow price, but we are in need of corn. $1.29 is a decent price, so I picked that up. For the guys, beer battered flounder strips. And we are not beer drinkers, but the beer battered chicken and beer battered fish, from what I hear, is very tasty. So I picked that up. This was $2.79, and you get 8 servings in it. The other thing I picked up were Jimmy Dean's sausages and just a bag of sausage. We have been out of breakfast sausages for a while. There's 36 in the pack, and this was $5.49. So not a great price, but not like a wow discount, but you know, on the lower end. And this my husband likes in the morning. This is something he can quickly warm up. A couple of these with a slice of toast, and he's good in the morning. So I like to have things like this on hand for both him and Gavin. I am not a sausage person, breakfast sausage, not my thing. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not something I really like. So they like this. They're just brown and syrup. This I got, this was like one of those impulse buys. Reese's Cookie Dough Poppins, but peanut butter. I don't know. I looked at it. I was trying to read the instructions, but I really think all it is just, it says on here, made with real peanut butter, safe to eat raw. So I think that's all you're doing is just, you know, eating like cookie dough. They had chocolate chip as well. They were 99 cents, so I got one. I thought the guys would have fun with that. Picked up these tater tots. I have been in a tater tot craze in my head that I would like to do things with these tater tots. I don't know. $2.49 for the bag. I had wanted to get these the other day, and they were like $5.79 maybe. So for $2.49, I got it. It's 32 ounces, 2 pounds. That's a lot of tater tots. I mean, for us, Gavin probably will not eat these. he's got a thing about if it's not a French fry, everything else doesn't count as a potato. So Graham and I would enjoy these for a side of breakfast or even like a tater tot casserole. So just a couple more things to show you. I don't remember the price on this, but yellow American slices of cheese. I can tell you whatever the price was when I looked at it, I thought that's what I would normally pay. But I didn't have any of these 24 slices. It's funny, Gavin goes through phases of what he likes to eat. And there's certain things, he does do quite a bit of cooking for himself. And there's just certain things that are like, he needs mom to make, which makes me feel good that I'm still needed. But he has been in this grilled cheese frenzy. And I had bought 2 loaves of bread the other day, maybe a week ago. And the one loaf, you know, you get to the point like you got to use the bread. But I made a whole loaf of grilled cheese, and Graham and Gavin had it for lunch, and I made extra. Well, he's been enjoying warming them up, so I think I'm going to take the other loaf and just make a whole loaf of grilled cheese. We could freeze them. The guys can take that out and warm it up in the air fryer anytime they need a quick snack or they want a dinner or a lunch. So I picked that up. So we'll be using this, probably the whole block, to make the 99 cents. And it was filled crescents, apple, and it includes the crescent dough, the filling, and the icing. So 99 cents, and you get 8 of them. 99 cents for pie crust, but I'm thinking more of like a chicken pot pie or using it as like a wrap to make a little mini pies. I don't know. I got them. I don't know whether I'm going to do a savory or a sweet, but they were 99 cents. So I picked up 2 of them, put them in the freezer for when I need them. You can always find some use for these things. Again, I've put the cart before the horse, meaning this. I still haven't cleaned my pantry out. We started talking about that the other day, and I had all intentions. I've had a day or 2 off from work, and I was going to do that. I ended up babysitting my grandson. And my daughter-in-law, as I, AKA my daughter, is not up to snuff just yet, so I've been helping there, and we've just had some stuff happening, so I haven't had a chance to clean out my pantry, which is what I need to do in order to see what I need. But we happen to be at the discount grocery store, and I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to maybe find a few things. Now, did I get a lot of wows in prices? No. I would say for me to drive 45 minutes to get pie crust for 99 cents and biscuits for $1, it was not worth a 45-minute drive. If I was out that way and I found these things, I think it would be great. For me to drive 2 hours to head out to Pennsylvania, to hit BB's and Sharp Shoppers, I forget there's another Mennonite one out there, and there's a grocery outlet, and there's a lot of other things like that out that way. To me, that is worth it because I do really well and we get to hit a bunch of stores. For 45 minutes to go to grocery outlet, I don't know so much. Again, if we're out there, I might do it again, but I don't know that I would drive just to do that one store. So, but that's what I got. I wanted to share it with you. Do you all have a lot of discount grocery stores by you? Do you have just the grocery outlet? What do you have by you? I'd be curious. Let me know about the date syrup. And what was the other thing? I don't know. I asked you about something. I can't remember. You'll remember whatever I said. Leave a note in the comments below if you have any advice for me on that stuff, and we'll catch you all on the next video.